Good morning, people. How are you doing? Today is the 18th day of May, 2023. It is about 7:30-ish, 8:30 in the morning on a Thursday. Today we're going to talk about a couple of things. Mainly, we're going to talk about well, let's start off with this. Things are getting worse, not better. And by that I mean, yes, the sanctions have been lifted, on us, the sanctions, which is what they did. They just basically sanctioned us with COVID-19. The sanctions have been lifted. We have a little more freedom. We are supposedly in a situation where now we have learned the lessons of COVID-19, not to make those same mistakes again. And as I told you the other day, they will make the same quote-unquote mistakes because they weren't mistakes. And we know that. Some people are out there convincing themselves, we shouldn't start talking about this stuff anymore. We should drop it now. It's over and done with. It's behind us. It's not behind us. And if Elon Musk's pick to head fucking Twitter and his X thing, whatever his X Corp, whatever that is, if his pick as CEO tells us anything, they definitely are making plans to continue this. We'll talk more about her and that pick in a few minutes. We can also look to the propaganda they're putting out for us. This new JFK assassination film with a huge swath, a large a plethora of big name stars coming out to tell you that it was in fact the mob that killed JFK and not big business. That will tell you something. There's a film out there called The Creator, which is another take on the AI versus humanity theme that's wound its way through a number of works of art, either film, paintings, television, or books, novels. There's another one coming out called The Creator, and we'll talk about that in a second and the implications of that. But as they gear up and continue to double down on what's coming, we are all faced with that decision. What do we do? Have we fucking banged our heads against the fucking wall long enough? Do we decide to pull up stakes and clean up the interwebs of our name and our work in an effort to try to have to attain some kind of normalization of our lives as best we can? That's a valid fucking choice people make. And I don't blame anyone for doing so. In fact, over the years, I have made that choice myself many times. And then, of course, like many other choices I've made in my life, I don't follow through. But this video is not about me. This video is about what I just talked about. However, I am going to announce this. You'll be seeing some changes here. And it's not Scott heading for the hills and going off to live on a fully sustainable, self-sustained, self-centered fucking existence in Thailand someplace, aka fucking a la Tony Cartolucci. Now, I've decided that sometimes the only way out is digging yourself in deeper. And what I have come to understand, looking at the body of my work, at least to some degree, is that I have, over the years, presented very good, valid information, and I have never once lied to anybody. And I am not left, I am not right. Even before that was a thing to be appreciated, I've always called it as I saw it, and I've been very, very honest. And I think very accurate over the course of the 17, 18 years I've been doing this. My batting average is pretty fucking high. If I was playing baseball, I would certainly be in the Hall of Fame, I believe. I've done some good, and I've had my ups and my downs, but what I haven't done is thrive. People come to me and they say, and they leave comments, don't you feel like you're just beating your head against the wall? You're not really moving anywhere. You're not really going anywhere. Don't I feel like I should have much more visibility? More people should be seeing what I'm doing. And I take these things as in the past, as a kind of I don't really know if I've taken them as they were intended to be a kind of a kick in the butt. Well, now I have. I do understand that now. And the reason that I don't have more reach, more visibility, is not because somebody else is being financed by the ex-fucking Air Force fucking intelligence like he was, or somebody else is being financed by the NED like they are. That's not the problem. The problem is me. I haven't done the work, and I haven't fucking evolved. Not my position, but in my craft, in what I present. And so that's going to change. And you'll see some changes taking place over the next couple of months. I will have for you a new set design. Listen, I built sets. I built sets professionally. I did lighting. I learned lighting when I was in college. I'm certainly not a cinematographer, but I know a little bit about the medium here, a tiny bit about a medium. I've even made and helped design or done the drafting for designers for news sets. That's what I did primarily before I was injured, before I got sick. I was also a draftsman for high-end fucking interior millwork and cabinets and desks and things like that. So I have the abilities, not only to design, but to build a much better looking facility from which to present this information to you. And that is what I'm going to do, and it troubles me, and I apologize that I haven't done this sooner. My problem is, in my entire fucking life, I have not had the ability to commit to something. If I had committed with Caden Productions, I'd have been a president. And I know that because a guy I got a job for who was working under me is vice president now. If I had had that ability, then I could have to commit. I could have been working with Showman Fabricators right now and probably retired. Had I been able to commit to getting my degree in college, I would have been an actor. None of those things would have happened. But I didn't. I've never fully committed to really anything. So, that all said, I never do these things. I don't talk about myself. I'm not talking about myself now. This is an apology because I haven't done that. And so I will. Sometimes the only way out is further in, and it might not be the best it might not be the best time in terms of, Scott, you're going to put all this, you got this effort and money and your commitment. You're finally going to commit to something right before the fucking Nazis lock down the fucking country. Yeah. I also never said my timing was good. But that's what I'm going to do. I've been working on AutoCAD off and on, trying to get my certification, but I'm just not motivated. I'm not committed to it. But I am committed to this. I will do this. I will do this. So I've got to come up with a design for this space. I'm not going to go someplace else. I'm not going to rent some fucking thing in a strip mall. I'm going to use this space and remake it and make it presentation worthy and make it more efficient in terms of the work that I do here. I need more space to work. So that's what we're going to do. And I should, by the end of this weekend, today's Thursday, fuck that. The end of next weekend, I should be able to share with you CAD drawings of what I'm going to do with this space. And then it's going to be just a remake of this. Basically what I'm going to do is turn the operation looking this way as opposed to that way. Because I have a blank wall here, I'm going to repaint the interior of this. I'm going to redo the interior of this. Put some cabinetry in the back walls here and hopefully space for a monitor. Get a monitor eventually at one point in time and put workspace here so that this desk can then move to this side. So I'll be able to work at that desk with cameras this way. Get a couple of ring lights. Do some Stanley McCandless lighting, and hopefully the situation will look better. That's my plan. And that's what I'm going to do over the next 9 days. I'll have the drawings done for that. And then once the drawings are done, it won't take me long to actually build it out. Okay, so there we go. Just letting you know that is what's going to be happening. Now, because we're taking so long talking about this, I'm taking so long talking about this, I'm going to break this off into a separate video, and we'll talk about these other issues that I mentioned in a few seconds on a second video. Okay? I thank you very much for your time. I do apologize because, again, I don't talk about myself or what I'm doing very often, and but it's time I did. It's time I listened to people telling me, hey, you're kind of getting stale and stagnant and old, and even though you're talking about different things, you're presenting the shit in the same fucking way, and you're not developing. That's why you're not moving. So we're going to fix that. I'm listening, finally, and I thank you for your time.